All right. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everybody. I am here with my client, Heather, who just graduated Fitset Group Program. You finished your 12 weeks. Can you believe it?
No, at the beginning, I was like, oh my God, 12 weeks seems like such a long time to do something. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I just started a couple weeks ago. I'm so sad.
I know it flies by, but you absolutely crushed it. Heather is one of our VIPs. She is just amazing, and you dropped over 13 inches, over 6 pounds. So you just crushed your goals, and I just want to have you share your experience with everybody because I feel like you were so consistent, you were so dedicated, like on point. You're very reliable. When you said you were coachable on our consult, you did not lie to me. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Heather, why did you join Fitset? Like, can you share with everybody, like, why did you join? Why were you interested? And, what was your story?
So I really needed some accountability to like take the first step. I'm one of those people that's kind of terrified to do like the first thing. It is a fear that just holds me back, or I'm afraid to do it because if I take the first step, I might fail. But I watched a lot of your Facebook videos. I was part of the VIP group for a while. I loved watching your mindset videos. That's what really pushed me to go, okay, I need a change. I need a click. I need something to go, okay, how are you going to do this? Who's going to help you do this? And I just felt like this instant connection with you. So I wanted to do your program in general just because of you, but I really just needed something to go, okay, you are worth this. You are worth spending the money, spending the time, taking the effort, and I'm so glad that I did it.
That's awesome. So, yeah, the Facebook videos resonated. Did I touch your soul?
Yes, the Instagram lives, like I feel like I stalked you for like 2 weeks straight. I just like watched everything that you put out and I was like, all right, I think this would be a good fit.
See, and that's what it's all about. Is like our tribe. Like that's why I'm like we all like connect and have that deeper connection in the struggles and the mindset stuff. That's what we really try to do. Is like try to resonate with the people who need it and who want it and want to level up. And you definitely like surpassed all my expectations. You absolutely crushed it. So I'm so glad. Thank you for stalking me. Thank you.
Stalkable.
Yes. It's always cool because I'm like, I never know. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm the same way. Like, I'll follow a potential coach. And you never know who's watching. And it's so cool when we can actually connect and we have so many things in common and just so many things that, you've been amazing. And so it's just awesome that we got to connect. So super fun.
Hey.
So you joined Fitset Group, you got the home plan, and then we added you to the gym program. So what were some of the things that you enjoyed about the 12 weeks, just the overall program? Was there anything you enjoyed?
The education I think was number one for me. I figured like, okay, you've got an app and you'll show me a couple of things and I'll fill out my fitness pal and whatever, but I didn't expect to learn so much about what I wasn't doing or was doing. And every single week, the group calls were big. The first week, of course, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to share. I don't want to be the first one to go. And then every week I was like, I'll be the first one to go. Like, I'm totally fine being the first one. So I loved the group. I loved that you were always accessible. Like I could text you or email you or even email Cole or whatever. And just, I had you guys in my corner. And that was really important to know that, okay, I'm sitting here and I have this menu in front of me. What would Jess do?
Yeah. Yep.
We need
Right.
JD bracelets or something because I knew that it would be on my fitness pal and it knew that you guys would see it. So it made me go, do I really want to put that in my fitness pal? Do I really want to eat that? Or do I want to go, hey, I feel proud of me. How about you?
Yeah, exactly. So just the accountability, like the accessibility. And that's why I tell everybody, I'm like, I know it's an investment to work with us. Like I know the sticker shock sometimes can be a little crazy, but again, we're the nutrition, the mindset and the workouts, right? And the fact that we tap out at a certain number. So it's like that's the point because we want to be able to connect with each and every one of you guys, right? I think that's so important. Versus like passive apps that take on millions of people. It's like we need
Yes.
that connection. We need that human connection. We need that cheerleader. Sorry, my watch is talking. We need that cheerleader in our corner. So yeah, you were, and again, like very coachable. I loved how you always reached out when you had questions, and just every step of the way you always took the feedback, and you always like executed any suggestion we had for you. You were like, okay, I've got this. Like, and then the next week you would do it, and we're like, praise be, she's coachable. Like, yeah.
I I just wanted to give it my all. Like it is an investment, but I also feel like this might sound stupid, but that is what kept me accountable. Like I could have gone so many times, like, oh, I don't feel like doing this anymore. And then I would go, you invested in this and yourself. So you're going to finish this out and you're going to try your best because you need to. And without that investment, I may have just been like, all right, well, this is just another Instagram live workout that you did, or a couple of girls that work out on the beach that you followed that you didn't necessarily want to continue with, or a free program you signed up with that you don't really care about. But
it's true. I used to do free boot camps. Like I used to when I was a teacher, and I was like training at the same time. I would do free, and I was like, this is the best. I really gave it my all as a coach, and then nobody showed up because they didn't have that investment over their head. They're like,
yeah, they didn't care. It was like, oh yeah, it's free, but who cares? It's free. Like I'm not missing out on anything. I'm not losing anything if I don't go. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why and we use the term investment because again, you invest in your health, you got your mindset, your nutrition, all that stuff, right? So it's more than it's that financial investment, but again, hopefully the return on your investment will hopefully be forever, right?
Yes.
Okay, so was there anything that was surprising? Because I know you said, I just learned that you're an ASM certified, and you said workouts and the training and nutrition.
Yeah. With nutrition, I was super surprised. I've never used my Fitness Pal before. It's just like the things you learn in the book versus the things that I learned from you are so different. And it's like, know how much fat some things had in them and sugar, and you think that you're eating okay when you put it in my Fitness Pal and you look at it and you're like, oh my God, that is literally like my whole day worth of sodium in spaghetti sauce.
Yep.
Or there's so much sugar in something. And I had protein shakes, and there was so much sugar in those protein shakes that it was like my whole day worth of sugar. So I was like, oh, I got this. I know all of this. Nope. Did not.
That's
Yep.
exactly.
Same thing with the workouts. I thought that I was going to be, oh, I'm going to take this screenshot of the workout. And you probably saw that at first. Like I wasn't checking in any of my workouts, but I always checked in on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then on week 7, I was like, I'm going to do it in the app. So worth it to do it in the app and follow along. Like I thought it would take me longer to like swipe. It really didn't at all. And I worked out so much harder knowing like swiping.
Yeah. Okay. So the app was like easily like usable and just
Yes.
do the workouts.
Yes.
I did not know that. I didn't know that you were just screenshotting them at first. That's interesting.
Yes. That's like the first 5 weeks, all I did was just like screenshot. Well, and then we were on a group call and Rena said something about, oh yeah, this week is hard because it's like 40, 30, 15, 8. And I was like, what? It's what now? Because I had just screenshotted it and I was still doing just like 25 reps. So I went in and I was like, oh, I'm totally missing out on what could be like a super good coaching moment. And yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just understand like, yeah, the reps and sets changed every week. So that's what got you. I'm glad you started using it. And that's the thing. It's the workouts are meant to be fun and challenging, but the nutrition, like I'm glad you took so much away, especially because yeah, when I got my ACE certification, like what I learned from that and like then the years of research and stuff we've also invested into like all what the program is now, it's just crazy. Like even yeah, I'm sure with the NASM certification too, it's like what the book says, and then the actual like what is applicable and where you execute it is so different sometimes.
And what makes sense. Like I took the behavioral change course and but if it's not executed, like watching you execute the mindset stuff is just so much different. Like having someone help you with it and like name what's going on with you and listen is totally different than like reading it in a book and going, well, this is what it should be.
Yeah.
So it was just super helpful.
Well, that's awesome. I didn't know you got that one too. So you literally have all the certifications.
I have so many that I just, yep.
I mean, if you're looking for a job, I can hire you as my assistant coach. I mean, you got all the.
Hey, you let me know.
I love it. So, all in all, like, would there be any advice that you have for somebody who's contemplating, like you said, you watched a couple of these videos before joining? Would there be any advice for somebody who's like, oh, I'm scared of investing in myself. I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. Like any advice for somebody potentially wanting to join?
I mean, you kind of just said it. Are you worth it? Like you as a human, like, do you want to feel better? Do you want to reach the goal? Because Weight Watchers, I don't know if I can say that, Weight Watchers not going to get you there. Like the free programs online, I've done all of them, and Jess will tell you I'm very easily influenced on the influencer side. So if you're selling it, I'll buy it. So I've drank the tea and I've had the frozen meals, and they don't work. Like investing in yourself with someone who has the knowledge, the education, like it's worth it because you're worth it. And it took me a while. And then I called you in January, and then like in June, I was like, okay, I'm ready. Because
That was really funny. Yes.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm ready in January, and then all of a sudden June fired up. Literally signed me up today. I was like, what?
I called you like on my birthday, and I was like, well, I'm 38, so I think it's time. Like I really want to invest in me. And then 6 months later, I was like, why haven't you done this? Like this is stupid. I thought about you every day, and I kept watching your videos, and I was like, all right, I'm totally doing this.
Yeah.
So just my advice is just do it now, because if you wait the 6 months, imagine where you could be in that time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? It's just, it flies by. It's scary as hell to invest in yourself. It's scary. I mean, every time I invest in coaches, I'm terrified. I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if this is gonna be worth it, but I like so glad to hear that it was worth it, and that you think, that they'll get so much out of it, because that's our goal for the program, is just to teach sustainable lifestyle habits and mindset things that will last.
Well, that like I told you before, I got on one of those keto meal plan things where they literally send you an Excel spreadsheet with a bunch of meals in it, which is great. Some people like a meal plan, and I stick to things pretty stringent. And it was just, I didn't feel like I could eat the things I wanted to eat. And I told you that because that'll fit in your macros. And it didn't feel like I learned anything. I did it for 6 months, and I didn't learn why I was eating a specific food, like why my macros, where they were, and what I should be looking for. And then it makes it impossible to eat out or have a glass of wine, or if I want to go to a friend's and have a margarita. It's like you're completely off track. And so it was flexible, and I could eat the foods I wanted to eat. And you gave me really good options for things that were a little bit healthier than the things I was already doing. So
yeah, I mean, that's what it's like. Those strict things just don't work for long term, right? It's so hard, and then you feel guilty, you feel ashamed, and it's not what it's all about. We can find that balance with healthier foods and have our wine and donuts when we want. So you did very well with that, with flexible dieting lifestyle and everything. So I'm so proud of you. And is there anything else you'd like to add before we hop off?
no, I'm sad, and I'll miss you. And it was a great 12 weeks. I learned a ton. I lost a half a pound a week, which was our goal at the beginning. I lost 13 inches, which is just insane. I can see it in my back and in my chest and my belly, just everywhere. So thank you.
Thank you, Heather. I seriously appreciate it. And I appreciate you sharing your feedback. And for anybody watching, if you're contemplating, again, just hop on a consult call, right, Heather? Like, it's no pressure. You ghosted me in January.
Yep. It made me very like, oh my God, I'm going to talk to a real life person on the phone. But you're so relatable and so sweet. And if somebody's not a right fit, I'm sure you will let them know. Like it's all about the relationship. So
yeah, and that's the thing. I'm like, and again, like I have clients like you all the time. Like they'll speak to me in 1 month, and then like months will go by and then they'll join. And it's like, whoever wants to be helped, that's like what it's, I'm open to that. And if it's a good fit, and if it's not, I have coaching friends that I refer to that are amazing. I have so many amazing coaching friends too. So that's the thing. It's like no pressure, right? I'm not gonna be like, all right, join now. No pressure. I'm not salesy. I don't like that stuff. So just if you're contemplating, just schedule a free consult, hop on the call, and we'll have a good conversation, and we'll go from there. So thank you, Heather. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you
Thanks,
later.
Jess.
Bye.